Hello, this is Jennifer. Yes, this is the supply chain department. How may I help you? Oh yes, that's precisely what we do here. Our mission is to optimize the value we receive for the money we direct to our suppliers. Okay, I understand. You have to get the system online by the end of the month. I understand. You want me to negotiate with the supplier. He is expecting a call from me this evening. Okay, let me see if I have this straight. You have a client commitment to bring a system online by the end of the month, otherwise you will be faced with missed service level agreement penalties. You have not begun the project. It is due by the end of the month. It's a new supplier that we do not have any experience with. The supplier risk department has yet to perform a supplier risk assessment. The capital approval you have received is not sufficient to cover what you require because your project requires more equipment than was originally estimated. You had dinner with the supplier this evening. The supplier has to have his order by tomorrow. The supplier has warned you that the software is in short supply and that there is a pending price increase. The supplier also knows that he is the supplier of choice. He also knows of your client commitment, and he's also aware that you have underestimated your requirements. I see. Remind me again. What is your expected outcome of my dialogue with the supplier? Sir. I know. I understand. You have to have this in by the end of the month. Client commitment. I understand. Do you have any notion as to the significance of our opportunity to them? Really? Their product is in that much demand. This is certainly a challenge, but I will think of something. I will do my best. I will call the supplier this evening. Good night. It should come as no surprise. Of all nights. The same night that I am to receive Supply Chain Excellence Award. Hello, Mr. Eastmore? This is Jennifer Cash. I believe that you were expecting my call. Yes. I was wondering if you could meet me at my office tomorrow morning. Good. 9 o'clock then. I look forward to our meeting. Good night. I'd really like to understand how meaningful this sale is to his company.
Phil, we are far from meeting our quota. Tell me we're in the running on that finance application deal that you're pitching.
We're in the running.
We are in the running? When did this happen? You're a lifesaver. Qualify the opportunity. Is it an A, B, or C prospect?
It's a solid A.
Since when? What happened?
It turns out that they have a client commitment that they put off until the last minute. I hate to admit it, but this was more like order taking than selling. They have to have a system implemented by the end of the month or face penalties. I convinced the business owner that the product was in short supply and that if he did not get an order to us by tomorrow that he'd be facing a missed delivery date as well as a price increase. The deal is in his budget and the capital expense has been approved. Better than that. He needs more product than we originally quoted him. My plan is to charge him full list price and remind him of our supply challenges. Got to make hay when the sun shines. I'm meeting with a purchasing bureaucrat at 9 tomorrow morning. I will be out of there with a PO in my hand by 10.
Terrific. Is it okay for me to update the pipeline report?
Absolutely.
You really saved our bacon. I owe you one.
All part of a day's work.
Good morning. It's very good to meet you, Mr. Eastmore.
Please, call me Phil, and it's very nice to meet you as well, Miss Logan.
I'd be pleased if you'd call me Janice. Thank you for meeting me on such short notice. I believe that you've been working with one of our payment processing areas and that your company offers a premium application that we have an interest in.
That's correct.
Regrettably, I have just become aware of this endeavor and it has reached my office with a heightened sense of urgency. I spent the better part of last evening researching your offering and your company as well as the competitive alternatives that are available.
Yes, I understand that it is of critical importance to your company. We are prepared to process the order expeditiously.
As are we. You will notice that I have prepared a counter-proposal for you to evaluate. It's in front of you. It cites the terms and conditions under which we would be willing to accept your offering.
Excuse me. I do not understand. I thought I was here to pick up a PO.
Oh no. POs are generated by the purchasing department.
I am sorry, I do not understand. I thought you were the purchasing department.
No. I represent the supply chain department. We evaluate suppliers, products, licenses, terms, and so on. We author the supplier agreements that provide the framework and rules under which we work with our suppliers. We determine if a supplier is eligible to provide services, and we construct the agreements that govern that relationship. Only after we have an agreement in place is our purchasing department permitted to provide you a PO. Please take a moment to review our offer. I am confident that you will find it agreeable.
Let me take a look. Oh my! This is quite a surprise. Your counter-proposal asks for more equipment as well as additional software for much less money. This does not make any sense. Maybe I can help you understand the predicament that your company is in. You have a client commitment for a service that must be implemented by the end of the month, otherwise you will be assessed penalties. This deal has executive-level exposure. Your capital committee has already approved it, and it is in your 2012 operating budget. You need me. My visit is a courtesy, and it's clear that you do not understand the ramification of your not getting this deal closed.
My goodness. You certainly have a complete grasp on the key facts. Regrettably, there are facts that you appear unaware of. First off, you have been constructing your offer with an employee who does not have the authority to enter into a binding agreement. Secondly, that employee was unaware that our company already operated an identical service to yours in another of our operating divisions. And finally, our supplier risk department has yet to approve your company as a supplier to us. You will note that even if you accept my counter-proposal, it is contingent on the risk area approving your company's risk profile.
If you already have another product, why do you want to do business with us at all?
It is the policy of the supply chain department to promote diversity and contingency. While we already have a similar product, the addition of another product has the benefit of inserting enough competition to keep our suppliers honest. It also provides a level of supplier duplicity. Multiple suppliers serve as a safeguard to supply chain disruptions caused by bankruptcy and so on.
I understand. That makes sense. This is not what I expected.
I understand.
If you do not mind my asking, what if I reject your offer?
I simply make the recommendation that we use the system we already have in place. I will then submit this offer here on my desk to as many as 3 of your competitors. I have already given them a heads up as to the potential opportunity.
On behalf of my company, I am pleased to accept your offer.
Thank you. I will let you know as soon as our risk area completes their assessment of your company. Good luck.